In this video, I will show you how to transfer and set up a WordPress website from a hosting server to another hosting server. This might be useful to you if you sold a WordPress website to another buyer and you want to help them to set up the WordPress website at their hosting server. Or sometimes you buy a WordPress website from a seller and you want to get the WordPress file from the seller and set up the website at your own server. To do that, you just need to follow these 6 simple steps. I will go through the step one by one and I will show you an example of setting up and transfer a WordPress website. So I will use the same example. This is a test website, socialmediabargain.com. So I will transfer this website from my current domain web hosting, the HostGator, to another hosting account. Let me call this a hosting account B. So I will transfer this website from HostGator to another hosting account, different hosting server. So let's go back to the step again. The step number 1 actually is to download and zip the WordPress file and download the WP config files. So I just go to my cPanel, my current HostGator cPanel. Just log into my cPanel. Look for a section called Files. Click on Files Manager and go to the document root for the website that you want to zip the files. So for this case, it's socialmediabargain.com. Click Go. Again, double check to confirm that the domain name is correct. If everything is correct, then I just click Select All. So I select all the files inside these folders and I click the Compress button. Compress. So I just click the Format Zip Archive. Just give it a name, social website files, and compress. It just take around 1 minute to compress the file. Okay, so the file already successfully compressed. So all the file already zipped. So just close. I just reload again to make sure the file is there. Yes, the file already zipped here. So I need to download these website files to my local desktop. Just highlight the files. As I mentioned in this step, you need to download the website files and also the WP config files. So I just go back to the cPanel. I highlight the website files and also the WP config file. Just click download. Click OK. We just save it. Okay, so looks like the 2 files already successful download. Just go to the verify. Open the file. Okay, so this is the 2 files, the website zip file and also the WP config file. The reason we need the WP config file is because we need to check what's the WordPress database name. We will proceed to step number 2. Step number 2 is to export the WordPress database. So I will go back to the cPanel again. Go back to cPanel, scroll down and look for a section called Database. And look for a shortcut called phpMyAdmin. So click on this phpMyAdmin. So you will have all your database listed here on the left hand side. So how can you know which database belongs to your website, socialmediabargain.com? To check that, go back to the WP config file just now you download. Open the WP config file, scroll down, look for a section called DB name. So the database name for this website is actually called $ASME1. So I go back to cPanel, my PHP admin. This is the one. I click on $_ASME1. Okay. To export the database, just select check all, click on export button. So click on custom, make sure all is selected, and check this checkbox, add drop table, and click go, and save the database file. The database file already successful save. Just go back to the folder and verify again. Okay, this is a database file just now I saved. We will then proceed to step number 3. Step 1 and step 2, you do all the process at the the hosting server. So the step number 3, we will proceed to the new hosting server and create a new add-on domain. So let's go back to the browser. This is my new hosting account. I log into the cPanel. In this new hosting account, I will add in a new domain, add-on domain. So this is a domain name. Just copy, put here. Okay, just type in the password. And click add domain. Okay, so domain name already added. Go back to the cPanel. Let's go back to the step again. You already create a domain name. We go to step number 4. You need to upload the WordPress zip file to this new hosting server and extract the files. I go back to the cPanel. So we'll go to the file section, go to file manager, select the new add-on domain you just add in. This is the new domain name. Click go. Okay, so make sure that the folder, again, make sure the folder is correct. You can see now this folder is empty. I just click the upload. Browse for the website zip file just now you download. The website zip file. Okay, upload it. Okay, so the file already successfully upload and already complete. Let's go back to the file managers again. Click on the reload button. You can see the file is now here. So just select and click on the extract button to extract the file here. Make sure the folder is correct. Again, extract the files. So all the file already extracted here. Close. Reload again. You can see all the files now here. So you have now successfully uploaded all the WordPress website file to your new hosting server. You have completed step number 4. Step number 5 is to create a new database file and upload the database file to your new hosting server. So we go back to the cPanel again. This is the new hosting server to create a new database. You scroll down, go to database, MySQL database, click on this, and put in the database name. So I will just put in the database name, create database. Make sure you copy down the database name. You will need the information later. I just copy. Go back and create a new database user. Scroll down, add a new user. I would prefer use a password generator for the password. Click on the password generator. Select the password. Copy down the password. Put here again. Go back to the cPanel. Click this checkbox. I have copied this password and use the password. So the password will be automatically populate here, and click create user. So now the user ID and password are already created. So I copy down the user ID. Again, copy user ID. Make sure you click the user ID, database, user. Go back to cPanel and go back to the MySQL database. Step is to grant the access for the user to the database. So this is the user I just created, and this is the database I just created. So I will add this user to the database. Click on the add button. Make sure you select this checkbox all privilege to give the access to this user ID and make changes. That's all for creating the database. Go back to the cPanel again. Now you need to upload the database file that previously you download from your original HostGator servers. So let's go to cPanel database. Click on phpMyAdmin. Select of the database name just now I just created. You can see here. Database name is A12345. So you can see A12345. So you highlight this A12345. You can see everything is empty. You need to upload the WordPress database file. To upload, or we call import, you just click the import button. Browse for the file just now you download, the database file from the old hosting server. Double click, scroll down, click the go button. Take a few seconds for the database file to be uploaded. Okay, import have been successfully finished. So now you can see all the database already created. Just click on database name again. You can see all the tables here. There's one important changes you need to do the changes. You just need to double check, see whether there is any other names, username tied to the old hosting account. So to do that, just click on the search button. Click type public underscore HTML, public underscore HTML. Select all, click go. You can see there's one publish underscore HTML at this table. Click on the browse button. Scroll down and look at the record and click on the edit button. So this is a very important step. So you can see the data here /home/dollar/public HTML. This /dollar is actually the old username that tied to my old hosting account. You need to change to the new username for this new hosting account, which for me is actually called CHOONYOO. So I just change this dollar to CHOONYOO. Check again. Here there's another one, CHOONYOO. So there's totally two. Then click on the Go button to make the changes. Okay, so that's all you need to do for the database. Go back to the step again. You already finished step number 5, create the database file and upload the database file. One more step. We need to change the database name and user, this 3 database name, user ID and password to the WP config file, so that the new website now is having the new username and password. So we go back to this, the file just now we download the WP config file. You can see this is the old database name, so I just copy this new database name, right click, copy, and put it into the WP config file, database name, paste, and the database user ID, come here, this is the database user ID, right click, copy, come here, change the user ID, make sure everything is inside the single quote. You must have the single quotes, don't remove the single quote. Next one is the password, copy the password, right click, copy, and put the password here inside the single quote, paste, and save the file. Save this file, save. Go back to the cPanel, close this one, go back to your cPanel, the new hosting account cPanel, and upload the WP config file. So I just go to the files again, the file manager, the same URL. So I upload the file. Just now I just made the changes for the username and password. I browse for the files. This is the file. Just now we made the changes. Open. So it will ask you whether you want to overwrite the file. Let's say yes. Okay, so this is completed upload. Go back to the step again. You have actually completed set out everything from the old hosting account to the new hosting account. The final step is to change the domain name server to your new hosting server name server. This is the final step. Depend on which domain name register you are using. So you need to log into your domain name register and change the name server pointing to the new hosting server. You go back again to the website. Before you do the domain name server changes, I will advise you to come to this website, networktools.com. networktools.com. So you type in your domain name. Just now you do a transfer, socialmediabargain.com. You click go. Scroll down. So you can see this is the IP address and this is the current domain name server, which is pointing to my old HostGator account. So which is correct because I not yet changed it to the new name server. So the final step, step number 6, is to change it to the new domain name server. So I will log into my domain name registrar. I'm using Namecheap. Depending on which domain name registrar you use to register your domain, you just need to log into your domain name registrar. After you log into your domain name registrar, look for your domain name and look for a menu called domain name server setup and change it to your new hosting server domain name server. So this is my original old hosting server. So you go back to this website, you can see actually it's the same, NS2203. So I just changed to my new server name servers, which is after that, click the Save Changes. That's all you need to do. You just need to wait for a few minutes for the domain name to refresh. After 10 minutes, you go back to the Network Tools website and you check again. Then you will see it will be pointing to the new name server already. That's all for setting out the WordPress website from one hosting server to another hosting server.